Hey, Grow Strong Challengers! I'm so excited for this. I've been challenging myself in the last few days to put this together and to get organized, so I'm ready to share some stuff with you so that you can get started right away. So we always want to start with some intention setting, and I want to know why you're here. I want you to be very clear about why you're here. So if you haven't responded to my email about how you want to grow strong, you can just comment on this video and let me know why you decided to join this challenge. How do you want to grow strong? Is it physically? Is it mentally? Is it spiritually? So we're gonna go through this challenge in a very specific way, and we're using a technique by Jane McGonigal. And if you're not familiar with her, she wrote a book called Superbetter, and she has a TED Talk, which I'm going to link after I do this video. And I'm going to send you guys some worksheets. So I've put together this little tip sheet, and it's got a little superhero figurine outline. And I specifically just created an outline so you guys can draw in your little hair and your little outfit and your cape. And I want you to name your superhero. And so then you've got your power-ups and your bad guys. So I'm going to explain what this all means. So the idea is that this is a challenge, and I'm going to be pushing you out of your comfort zone in some ways, and that's the fun of it. And we want to learn to embrace challenge, because challenge is really the only way that we can grow, and that's what the whole point of this challenge is. So we're going to gamify it and make it fun, and so I want you to approach every day and every challenge that I present you with a beginner's mind, with curiosity, with excitement, and with fun. And so make it play. And one way we can do that is with just using this little worksheet. So there's 7 steps that she outlines, and I've got actually another one that I made, but I decided to go with the plainer version because it looks nicer. So the 7 steps that she outlines is, the number 1 is challenge yourself, which we're already doing if you're here. And number 2 is collect and activate your power-ups. So your power-ups are going to be the tips and the challenges that I give you each day. So I have 5 for body, 5 for mind, and 5 for spirit. And so you'll get 1 tip in each area every single day. So you're going to be writing down those power-ups or those challenges in this section. So you can either use just one of these for the whole challenge, or you might want to print out 3. So 1 would be for body, 1 would be for mind, and 1 would be for spirit. And then the bad guys. So the third, number 3, is find and battle the bad guys. So the bad guys are what your obstacles are for actually doing the challenge. And there are going to be obstacles, and you want to actually think about that stuff in advance, and it makes it a lot easier so that when you're trying to do this stuff, you're not all of a sudden faced with something that's blocking you from doing that, and then you're not prepared, you don't have a plan, and then you end up not doing the challenge. So you want to think in advance, what's going to stand in my way of doing this? And you want to think of actually the worst possible scenario. And so that way you can be prepared for when that arises, and then you can actually figure out a strategy around it. So the number 4 is seek and complete quests. So your quest is to create a strategy around your obstacle so that you can do the challenge, so that you can complete the challenge of the day. And so number 5 is recruit your allies. And your allies are everyone in this group. I'm your biggest ally. And maybe you have, if you live with people, you can actually ask them to support you. You can ask them or tell them the challenge that you're trying to complete of the day, and see if there's any way that they can help you out. And this is really good. We want to learn how to ask for support and learn how to go after what we want and what we need. So number 6 is adopt a secret identity. And that's where this little person comes in. This is where you decide, who do I want to be? And this is something that my teacher talks about all the time. And she says that evolution happens when you pay more attention to who you're becoming than who you are. So I'm going to say that again. Evolution happens when you pay more attention to who you're becoming than who you currently are. So we're growing stronger. We're becoming someone that we are not already. So we have to be different. We have to do different things. And different things are by their very nature challenging because it takes us out of our comfort zone. It's unfamiliar. And whenever we're faced against something that's challenging and different, we tend to like stress out and freeze. So I'm going to be sharing a whole bunch of strategies to help us do that and to help us move through those challenges and to strengthen our willpower and we're going to have to use some willpower to do these challenges. But there's a reason why it's only 5 days, because willpower runs out. But you can use willpower to create momentum, and then you create habits that run on autopilot. So this just becomes what you do every single day, and you don't have to use willpower after that. So the 7th step is go for the epic win. And this is really like, go for it. You can do it. Know that you can. Get excited. Embrace the challenge. And it's going to be so much fun. And the more you can participate on this forum, the more you can share your experience and reach out for support and tell us what's going on and what you're working on, the more we're going to create an energy and a momentum that's going to help you do what we're going to do in the next 5 days. So I'm going to send you guys the worksheet so you can get started. I want you to get really clear on why you're here. And that's really important because when you're faced with challenges, it's going to be really easy to say, oh, I don't really need to do that. I'm just fine how I am. I don't really need to grow strong. But you're here because you want to grow strong. And you know how you want to grow strong. You know where your weak links are. So just embrace that and see, okay, now I'm going to gain some tools so that I can really become the best version of myself. I can feel as amazing as I possibly can, and I can really take control of my life. And that's what we're going to be doing in the next 5 days. And I know that's a big thing to say, but I have total trust that big changes are going to happen. And so come on board, get started, and let me know how, and let us know what you're here to do. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and I will be sending out another email that will tell you exactly when we'll be doing the Facebook Lives so that you can be there live, or you can always watch it later if you're not able to attend live. All right, see you on the inside.